So today, around 6 a.m. in the morning, I think it was leaked in the Black Ops 3 Zombies code files. Um, so what was leaked exactly was that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles, aka DLC 5, was obviously going to be including 8 remastered maps from World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. So originally we thought that maybe they was going to remaster Black Ops 1 and 2 maps, as of course it's still a Treyarch that made World at War, but most of us thought that because of the Black Ops trilogy they might stick to mainly Black Ops maps. But anyway, that didn't turn out that way. They've decided to remaster the remaining 3 World at War maps, because obviously we've got Darius in Black Ops 3. They've decided to remaster Nakda and Toten, Shino Numa and Virukt from World at War, of course. And my opinions on this is, one, I'm disappointed that Nakda and Toten's been remastered, because of course it's a fan's favourite, but that was back then and this is now. It's such a simple map. We've seen it in every single Black Ops Zombies game, including this. We saw it in Revelation. Of course, the Revelations version was a lot different. It was in the Apothecon. Will bring back nostalgia to a lot of Zombies players, but at the end of the day, it's gonna get bored. It's gonna get boring very quickly, and I think that map slot could have been occupied by a different one. And I'm gonna choose which ones I would have let go for a different Zombies map. I know there is some contingencies to why they couldn't include some Zombies maps, some issues, and I will address them, but because this is such a big thing, I think they should have sorted them out. But anyway, Virukt and Shino Numa returning. Shino Numa is a great map, don't get me wrong. Virukt, it's decent, but it's just a bit. It's just very simple. Not a lot to it. So I do feel like the Nasher and Toten and Virukt will be underplayed in terms of the other DLC maps that are going to be released, but they're in the maps nevertheless. So for all the fans, because I'm sure that every single map is someone's favourite. I'm sure Nasher and Toten's someone's favourite map. I'm sure Transit's someone's favourite map, including me. I think probably Transit is my favourite map. It's controversial, but I just really enjoy it. But yeah, so people are going to be happy nevertheless, and I'm happy because at the end of the day, we did never in a million years think that DLC 5 or Zombies Chronicle was ever going to be taking place, but now it's confirmed, and it's Thursday. As you've seen in my other video, it is Thursday UK 6 PM time. I'm so excited for it. I can't believe JC Backfire. I'm so happy for him to be hosting, because he's probably one of my favourite zombie YouTubers. So that's happening. Anyway, back to the real point of this video. We've got them 2 maps, which is okay because you can't just disregard World at War, and I'll be happy for them to be returning, and people will be happy because they're those favourite maps. But I think my only issue lies with Natch, because I think it's a bit pointless to be added. But anyway, it's added nevertheless. Black Ops 1. Every single map except for Call of the Dead has been remastered. So that means, oh, except for 5 as well. Sorry guys, but yeah, Kino de Toten, Ascension, Shangri-La, and Moon, they're all going to be remastered in a DLC 5. So Kino de Toten, that's probably the most obvious of every single Black Ops map, like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. That was obviously going to be remastered because it's such an iconic map and a staple in the zombies community. So that was almost a given that we were going to be seeing that some way or another. So we've got Kino, which I'm happy with that because it's a great map. There's a lot of great nostalgia for that map. We've then got Ascension. I don't know what to think of that. It's okay to be remastered, but that take your perks. Well, they're not going to be an issue anymore, guys. I don't think, because with the addition to Gobblegums, you can drop a nuke when a monkey rounds in, or you can use killing time just to stop your monkey stealing your perks. So they're no longer an issue. Which some people think, yeah, that's great because I hated that feature, but that's what made the map difficult. There's going to be nothing to make this map difficult. Of course, I'm going to use Gobblegums in certain maps and certain games just to make the run feel a bit smoother. But I'm going to try so hard to avoid Gobblegums in Black Ops Zombies Chronicles, because it just takes away that authenticity. Like Smith Players were saying, Origins, that's probably the best zombies map of all time. I'm not saying it's my favourite, but it is the best, like 100%. And that is kind of going to be ruined by Gobblegums, especially the Easter egg, because that was a whole part of the map. You can't just hop on and have a game. You have to be mentally prepared to play it, and to be able to exploit the map so easily with terms of Gobblegums. The Easter egg, which has a record time of 1 hour and 1 minute by a gamer called Starburst, will now be completed in, I would say, about half an hour. Seriously, if you put on shopping free, maybe even like a lesser effective one, like double points or something, all those Gobblegums will help complete the Easter egg further. So I don't know. I think it's a bit. It'd be easy to exploit Golems, but nevertheless, I'm happy to see him in, because sometimes when you just want to chill out, you can slap on a perkaholic or whatever. But yeah, but Gobblegums are going to be added, so whether we like it or not, I'm pretty certain that they will be there. So we're just going to have to embrace it. And even if you don't want them to be there, which I'm obviously mixed opinions on, sometimes I won't even hit a Gobblegum. Sometimes I will, who knows. It's going to be interesting to see if they introduce zombie blood. Hopefully they will, but we've got it in plain sight, so it's obviously not as important, but it will be nice to see it come back. But anyway, yeah, going into Shangri-La, that's nice to see returning, because we only got a slight bit of Shang in Revelation, so it'd be nice to see it in full. I know there's a lot of hardcore fans for Shangri-La, so that'll be nice to be notorious for its DLC. Not DLC, it's Easter egg. One of the best Easter eggs in the whole of Zombies. People have referred it to. I've never completed the Easter egg, but I've watched gameplay, especially from Codename Pete, so he's a big fan of that map, and it does look great. So that's going to be in there. Hopefully we get the wonder weapons from each map, because can you imagine, like, we're going to be getting staffs back in Black Ops 3, we're going to be getting the wave gun, the baby gun, or the shrinker, but yeah, Moon's back. And then finally the Black Ops 2 map, the best map. I'm not saying it's my favourite again, guys, but it is the best map of all time. Origins, that's going to be remastered in a DLC 5, or Zombies Chronicles, whatever you want to call it. I don't think there's a single person who is disappointed that it's there. There's a few people, including myself, that are a bit mixed opinions. They're like, yeah, it's going to be unbelievable, but at the end of the day, could it ruin the legacy, like we've seen with certain like we've seen with Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered? I'm not sure it ruined the legacy, but we'll obviously remember Origins for what it was on the last gen consoles, and in its peak of its powers. So I don't think there'll be anyone disappointed. But yeah, I cannot wait to play that. It's probably might be the first one I play. Who knows? But I'm not sure how they're going to release them. If they're going to release them chronologically, or they're just going to release them all at once and say, there you go. All I know is that it's going to be one hell of a download. If it's free, I'm very happy, but if it's not, then we're going to all have to pay, because this is going to be hype. It's going to be a massive occasion for not only Black Ops 3, for not only his Treyarch, for not only zombies, but this is a massive deal in the history of Call of Duty DLC. I think this has had more hype than any single DLC ever, in my opinion, for Call of Duty. I think this is an unbelievable indication to how loved the zombies game mode is and how important it is to Call of Duty. Maybe we'll see an entire zombies game on its own. Maybe we'll have like multiplayer on Black Ops 3. It got released with about 16 maps. Obviously if we had a completely new zombies game and like Jason Blundell was at the head of it and he just had a sole object to just make zombies maps. Can you imagine if we had 16 zombies maps released? Obviously it won't happen, but I'd say if there was a complete zombies game on its own, I'd say there'd be about up to 10 maps on release. It'd be insane, but anyway, we're focusing on the present, and the present is Black Ops 3. So yeah, there's obviously the talking point that Mob of the Dead wasn't in the Call of the Dead wasn't in the even Transit, even Buried. They weren't in the DLC 5 or Zombies Chronicles. And obviously you can say, well, they're not the original 4, so it's adding like more characters into this. They might not have the licensing, they might not have recorded new quotes. But personally, I think that's an obstacle they should have passed, especially for Mob of the Dead. I think that'd cost a lot in terms of a production standpoint, obviously. But you know, if they're gonna, I'd rather them, if they're gonna make it free, I'd rather them charge money and added Mob of the Dead than not charge money and don't have Mob of the Dead. It's probably, if not the best zombies map of all time. It's unbelievable. It's gonna be a real shame not to have that back. But at the end of the day, we've got 8 remastered maps, so we're in no position to be complaining. Also, Transit, I'd have loved to see that. Honestly, that'd have been such a great map. Obviously, you could argue that they're not going to be adding like the Transit crew back in because they're not in Black Ops 3, and also because each of the maps have banking systems, and they don't want banks in Black Ops 3. But at the end of the day, it'd only be for that map, and it's not really. It is game breaking. Don't get me wrong, but we're not playing it like that anymore, especially not Transit, Buried, or Dire Eyes. We just want to go back and have some fun on the old games that we love and cherish. But at the end of the day, I'm so happy. Thursday, the 4th of May, 6 PM UK time. Make sure you jot that in your diary, notes, whatever you are. You need to remember that JC Backfire's channel. That is JC Backfire. He will be revealing it with the man himself, Jason Blundell. I cannot wait. I'm so happy for him. It's going to be great. Go over there and give him a subscribe. May the 4th, guys. This is on the 4th of May. If they're not going to release it in the next month, I can see this being in the next 2 weeks, personally. I think we're going to see DLC 5, aka Zombies Chronicles. I can see it being on a Tuesday in around 2 weeks' time. So I think it's a Tuesday in the week that before we break up, which is around the 29th, I think. So I think that's going to be that, and I'm so excited. But I just wanted to give you this video, my opinions and thoughts on Zombies Chronicles and the leak. And just make sure you tune into that live stream, because there's going to be thousands, tens of thousands. I think there'll be I really hope we can get 100,000 people in that live stream, because that'd mean so much to JC. He's such a, like as Smith Blaze described, he's such a zombies fan. He loves the game mode. He's dedicated his life and soul to YouTube. He's doing it for many years now. He just deserves this massive opportunity, and it's just credit to show that he's been doing his hard work, and it does pay off. So I cannot wait to see what Blundell has in store for him. JC needs to be pressing him with these questions and making him confess why Mob of the Dead's not in that. I'm only messing, guys, but yeah, so excited. Leave a like if you enjoy. Leave a like if you're excited. Go over, subscribe to JC Backfire if you've not already. And guys, gameplay and guidance, and I'm out of here. Peace.